Hi there, Mad Hatter here, and I'm back with week 35 of 52 original card tricks. And this week, it is called Suit Yourself. And so I have a deck of cards here, a very old deck, and that is because you could do this trick with any old deck that you have lying around. And normally I just take out the Joker and just start shuffling right away, as I would talk to people if they were here about trying to find people's cards, which is what magicians tend to do a lot. And but one time I saw a trick where the magician didn't find the card, but the deck did. So that was kind of weird. And so we're going to try it today. So I'm going to bring the camera down for this. Like that. And we don't need this. So, and they could shuffle, to their heart's content. Maybe even give it a cut if they want. And then, I remember seeing this when the magician took the deck back, and he noticed they were, all randomly mixed. But he started to do what was very sloppy presentation, which was to turn some cards face up and some cards face down. And he did this throughout the deck, just face up cards, face down cards, kind of making what we would call a sloppy mess. And it was kind of unusual. I'd never seen this done before. Face up, face down. And then he showed us that the cards were face up, face down, face down, face up, and then face up, face up. But then with a snap of his fingers, they were now all face down. So that was the first interesting thing that happened. Then he said, okay, that is one thing, but it's different when you're trying to get someone to pick a card and then you can find the card like that. So he said, just take a card from the middle, any card at random, so we'll say he picks that one, or they pick that one. And then he would say, we're not going to look at it. So the challenge this time, normally people pick a card, they look at it, and you try to figure out what it is. But since we're not going to look at it, so he doesn't look at it, I don't look at it, no one looks at it, we try to figure out what it is. Now one thing would be to just turn the cards face up and take a look and then figure it out, but that might take an hour, to narrow down which card's missing. So a better way is to have the deck try to figure it out. And so what he did was he gave about half, cut the deck in half, gave the participant half, and kept the other half. And said, take your half and just give it just give it a mix. So you can kind of, weave them together, give them a cut, do it with that half, and then same thing with this half, just take them, give them a mix. Sorry. Kind of sloppy like the magician was, right? Very haphazard. Okay. So both sides are mixed. And then he said, okay, we're going to exchange cards from our halves. So you have half, I have half. I'll give you a card from the top. Put it into your pile. Then you can give me a card from the top of your pile. And that was sort of how we continued. We did it again with a card from the top of this pile going into the middle of that pile, and then a card from this pile going into the middle of that pile. And then we did it again, card from this pile, and then a card from that pile. And this continued for some time until people got a little bit bored of it. And they said, you know, what's the point of this? And he said, oh, there's a point to this? Kind of a joke, you know. And he said, okay, well, suit yourself. We'll put the deck back together. And we'll see what has happened. And what happened, I'll show you closer, is that some cards turned face up. As you can see, there's some face-up cards now. In these face-up cards, you'll first notice that they are all clubs. So that might be suggesting something. Now we can take them out and look at them. So I saw the ace there. There's the 2. We can put them in order. And this can help us narrow down if there's one missing, is what he said. He said, mind you, I'm not doing this trick, the deck is doing this trick. And it seems to like you. So we have 5, what else do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, and I think I saw the King. And if we look, ace, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. We're missing the 4, which would go right there. And so let's see, did the deck tell us that your card was the 4 of clubs? It was. Look at that. The one missing card. It suits you. This is suit yourself. Now we have all of the clubs. And we have, otherwise, a mixed up deck. So that's the trick. Hope you enjoyed that magic trick that I call Suit Yourself. And if you like that, I have a better one next week that has to do with suits as well. Different kind of suit though. So stay tuned for that next week. And hope everyone has a good week, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta for now.